I mean, you know you're a piece of shit when even Hasan pulls up Bad Empanada's video of him doxing me, and even he's surprised about what's happening. Then he watches him again a few days later.
Bad Empanada is a good example of this, where I think he's like a crazy person. He is chaotic good. Like, we have different methods. We have different tactics. We have different techniques.
Are you saying that his tactics of doxing WillyMac and his wedding are just above board? This is what I'm talking about, where Hasan is justifying Bad Empanada. The reason he clicked off the video as he was watching it is because he knew he couldn't attach himself that much to it. So to me, that's a signal of, hey, this behavior is okay. I just have to disconnect myself from it. This is your role, soldier. Yes, Hasan. Yes, please.
I just keep forgetting. You could justify anything as long as you're more pro-Palestine than the other guy.
Well, Hasan wanted children to die in Gaza. That's why he didn't advocate for Kamala Harris to win. And he even says today that Kamala would have been just the same, even though we know that it's objectively untrue. We understand that. All right, silly gooses. This video looks pretty crazy, honestly. I saw a little clip of WillyMac talking about this, but apparently it's called Hasan and his criminal friend dox and try to ruin my wedding. Terrible stuff. I think the biggest issue is that I didn't get an invite. So how do you know it was Hasan's friends? Maybe someone else was trying to go. Just kidding. Obviously, I would never do that. But congratulations. I think that's a beautiful thing. Let's get this video going.
Bad Empanada is a known doxer and harasser. If you go on his Twitter,
he's probably like really happy about all the attention he's getting.
Account at any time, you could see him doxing people. He's probably the most famous for being the one who claimed he called CPS on Ethan and Gila. He's constantly encouraged and defended people doing it. He literally opened up a CPS merch line because he thinks it's so funny.
Got a hat.
Ooh.
I did CPS.
This is what happens when you hate Jews, because your jokes aren't funny anymore. You know, leave us alone, dude. We're too funny, dude. YouTube, you better not give me a fucking infraction for that joke, okay? All right, that'll be anti-Semitic.
The CPS logo with the two skulls, of course. Two skulls.
Whoa, two skulls, dude. Like, this is AI art. Look at that. This one, that's the funniest part about this. This is all AI art. So you'd think Hasan would be upset about it, you know? Well, I guess he doesn't care about stealing stuff, so.
To anything in particular.
He knowingly defames people. In my last video, I pointed out that Bad Empanada constantly claims that Lonerbox's dad was part of a militia group that killed a bunch of civilians. No evidence for it. His response is to give the most forced laugh I've ever heard.
I think it's... his teeth are weird. Are those veneers?
And then he just doubles down on everything he made up.
He complains that I called Lonerbox. That I said, that Lonerbox's dad...
Why does he watch videos like this so zoomed in? This is very strange, no?
Participated in the Sabra and Shatila massacre, which he absolutely did, by the way. Lonerbox has never disproven this. Until he disproves it, it's true.
So I guess...
Whoa, base alert.
Guess I shouldn't be surprised that when...
base alert.
My dox gets found, Bad Empanada immediately posted everywhere. Uploads a video blasting my name, my bride's name, the address of her wedding, all over the internet.
Whoa, this is a nice picture. This is really nice. Hold on. Is this like a digital wedding card? Is that what I'm seeing here? I'm trying to...
Empanada immediately posted everywhere. Uploads a video blasting my name, my bride's name, the address...
Well, I'm trying to see it. Okay, here we go. Wow. Well, you put it up there. I'm assuming you covered... Okay, you censored stuff. Okay, that's beautiful. It's so sad that this is the first time I'm seeing it. How sad.
The address of her wedding, all over the internet. It's also come out that he's swatting people, filing fake police reports.
Damn, with that shirt on? That's crazy work, brother. Come on. You gotta dress a little cooler than that. Like Charlie Brown.
All while plugging his Patreon. So I figured if he's making money off of my docs, I should too. So thank you, Exter, for helping me cope. Do you have a big fat bulky wallet that's worn and beat down like this? Is your friend or family member...
That's how I like it, dude. That's how I like putting my money in a nice beat up wallet.
We're living with the same burdens in life? Well, not anymore, because Exker is making the smartest wallets in the game. I've been using Exker for about a month now, and this thing is slick. You got this high quality leather, a place to put a picture or some cash, and at the click of a button, you got access to all your cards. It never gets old. I haven't lost my wallet the entire time because I've been using the Esker Finder card. It's literally shaped like a credit card. It fits seamlessly into my wallet, and like all great wallets, it comes in a variety of different colors and designs. So no matter who you are, you can find the one that suits you. Extra also sent me this travel pack vacuum kit. This little thing's the vacuum. I have this big pile of clothes. I squeezed all of these clothes in. It barely zips up. The vacuum attaches here, and boom, it's like 25.
Maybe I need this for my wife, you know, when we do be going to Disney. I just pay. She does all the logistics, like the packing and stuff. So, although I do listen to her complain as she packs. So that's, I mean, I am putting in quite a bit of labor.
5% of the size and will fit much better in your suitcase or backpack. From wallets and key cases to
Going after his offline wife and their ceremonies beyond low. Yeah, well, I mean, like, this is the thing. Like, obviously, duh. You know, I'm not trying to be rude because that's definitely low. I just feel like these people aren't really worth. Not even, I don't know. It's like not even worth it. It's like you care, but don't care. I don't care. You know, it's like, yeah, of course. It's like, you know, I feel like Hasan and his crew, it's one of those things where it's like when you leave your bologna sandwich within reach of your dog and they eat it, and it's like, why would you do that? They're dogs. They just act like animals. And so like when, you know, WillyMac has his wedding docs, it's terrible. But I'm just like, that's what dogs do, you know. Unfortunately, that's what I have. That's the expectation I have of Hasan and his crew, because he harbors that kind of energy. Like, he's okay with that kind of energy. So it's like, you know, it's like, okay, it's not even. Is it even really worth getting that riled up about? Especially since that's what they want to get out of it. That's the satisfaction that they get, you know. So.
backpacks and card trackers. Extra does it all in a stylish and convenient way. So make sure you use code WillyMac'Show at partner.extra.com /WillyMac'Show 2025 to get up to 42% off your order. Thank you, Extra, for sponsoring this video. So where were we? Oh yeah, Bad Empanada fabricating entire background stories about me and my wife.
Whoa. A certain slop tuber who does nothing but make videos in which he attacks pro-Palestinian people and de facto, as a result of that, helps to further Israel's genocide in Gaza.
Well, he thinks that's a good thing, though, does he not? I just want to be clear. So, like, I watched Hasan's interview with Bad Empanada, and in that interview, he said that he thinks that Americans should vote Trump so that Trump will make things worse, and then the system will collapse in on itself. And we all know, despite the fact that Hasan wants to say that, like, you know, Kamala would have been the exact same as Trump, which is stupid. You know that's not true. He literally has said that. He said that there'd be no difference. He didn't actively advocate to vote for the better candidate, which is Kamala Harris, especially for Gaza specifically. And so when you advocate to vote for Trump, who's worse for Gaza, who's talking about knocking it all down and putting up fucking luxury hotels or whatever, you're saying that you want people in Gaza to die, which is terrible. I don't. That's why I didn't vote Trump. But it's like you can't do both. You can't virtue signal about the atrocities going on in Gaza while telling people and supporting the concept of voting for Trump so that everything collapses in on itself. Because the collapsing in on itself, part of that is more people dying in Gaza. So you don't really get to play that game. Has
been outed as having been honeypotted by Israel. Israel is literally assigning slop tubers government-assigned Israeli wives.
Man, Mossad's really good at their job, because me and my girl started dating 8 years ago when I was still a nobody on YouTube.
So
damn, she invested in the low stoinks.
Slop tuber in question is WillyMac's show. He's suddenly making pro-Israel content constantly. He's suddenly making nothing but videos attacking pro-Palestine people.
I covered Hasan before all this. It just turns out a war starting in the Middle East didn't make him any better at covering the news. So
You'd think it would.
Guess what? I was able to make more YouTube videos. He never addresses my actual points. It's just character assassinations for why I should be doxxed. Bad Empanada.
That's crazy.
Then doxes another YouTuber with the justification that he's a Nazi and that it's for.
Is that it? Who is it? Is it Nicholas Yorio?
For journalistic interest. And then he says that's why it's important to dox me and my wife because she's Israeli.
You're actually allowed to reveal personal information about people, especially their real names, if it's within journalistic interest.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess WillyMac is a journalist.
You know, if there is journalistic reason for doing so. And
yes, of course.
And exposing a clear conflict of interest in this guy's content and his personal life is journalistic interest. It's why, for example, I can tell you that the YouTuber Zoomer Historian, a neo-Nazi history YouTuber, is this guy. I can tell you this because it is within journalistic interest to do so, even though he did not release his information himself publicly. Just like how I can tell you that...
I don't know, man. I think that might be doxing. I'm a little confused why YouTube lets this guy make content on their platform. Honestly, because that feels wrong. I don't know. I'm not a very smart guy. So I don't really know. But I think maybe that YouTube... I mean, maybe that's not appropriate behavior. I don't know.
WillyMac's show is William McConville, and he is getting married to a Yale. Now, I am not going to give you the full name of the person he's getting married to.
He literally...
That's funny. It's a little funny. It's stupid, but it's funny. I'm not going to give you the full name of the person he's getting married to. Yeah, I would expect that he's going to take on their fucking last name. I imagine he knows that, and he's just being fucking stupid.
Literally just scrolled down and showed her full name. I reported the video, and he added this little blur, but it still doesn't cover her name.
She is Israeli, and she was assigned to him by the Israeli government. They've taken down this page, but as you can see...
Hey, listen, you know what? If this is true, which is obviously not, it's a lie, maybe we need more assignments, you know what I mean? Like, think about this. WillyMac. I mean, how close is WillyMac to being an incel? So if you have the government, any government, assigning incels, by the way, I'm fucking kidding, I love WillyMac. If you have the government assigning pussy to incels, they're going to stop being fucking crazy. Imagine if every single time some kid that was thinking, oh, I have bad thoughts about this school, you know what I'm saying? Imagine instead of shooting up the school, you shot a load into some woman's mouth, or, woman's mouth. That's disgusting. But, do you think it would work? Imagine they reported that, and all of a sudden the therapist decided, boop, boop, boop. Imagine new jobs for women. These women could get these beautiful jobs. They can get beautiful, gainful employment, and they'd be literally saving the world. This ain't it. Really? Explain to me how I'm wrong, though. How am I wrong? You guys, you're so fucking preposterous. You're preposterous. Every single one of these incel freaks, what do? They go on a goddamn rant about how women are terrible, blah, 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 blah. That's all they do. They're fucking crazy. They are fucking crazy because they're not getting any fucking pussy. And part of that's because they don't know how to talk to women, and maybe they're psychopaths. I don't know. But imagine, you had like a GFE, man. You got assigned a girlfriend or something, or at least a temporarily a GFE is a girlfriend experience. You just don't know. You just don't know. So it's something to think about with your noodle.
See, it is freely available on Google. They, for some reason, as the guy who is a public figure, decided to just publicly announce in public his wedding.
How is this allowed on YouTube? He does this thing where he constantly tries to justify his reason for doxing me. He's like Ethan doxed Denim when he sued them.
This guy has no right to complain about revealing his real name to be doxing. Because WillyMac's show went on the H3 podcast, which is a podcast that frequently doxes people. In Ethan's
I don't think they've ever doxed anybody.
recent video talking about his lawsuit against 3 young women, he included unredacted legal filings that he made that include their real names and their real locations.
That's just how legal filings work.
Here's a video clip of Ethan Klein doxing a random Instagram commenter on his show.
Terrible.
Ethan goes through the guy's Instagram, brings up pictures of his family members.
The commenter commented from their Instagram account with their full name talking trash to Ethan and had loads of pictures of them and their family on it. I didn't get sued. I
remember that, yeah.
Comment on your video with my full name. At the end of the day, my crimes are marrying a Jew and going on a podcast. He's
what the hell?
Nonstop lying about me and my wife, saying she was in the IDF. His fans are saying she murdered babies. He's saying propagandists should die as he's calling me a paid propagandist. They're saying we're valid targets. He posted a photo.
That's fucking crazy.
Of what he thinks is my wife in the IDF, but they're actually just pictures of random teenage girls. I asked my wife,
well, maybe, okay. Maybe he enjoys that. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
What this was, and she thinks it's the Israeli Girl Scouts, so he's just posting little girls on Twitter. My wife didn't serve
Israeli Girl Scouts? What the fuck?
in the IDF. She came over here at 3 years old. On top of it, he doesn't even know her politics on that situation. He's just being racist. But the worst thing he did was post the date and address
Hey, at least that's based. At least, I'm just kidding.
of her wedding the week before it took place. He does it multiple times throughout the video, showing an archived page of our site, because we did take it down to try and hide it, but nope, there it is. The time, the date,
I mean, that's a smart thing to do in general, like have an e-invite and then to like send it to people. I mean, not everybody, but whatever. I don't care. And send it to people. That's just kind of smart, except for the doxing part. That's bad, obviously.
Address.
Yale and William McConville are getting married very soon. Yale, who is Israeli and Israeli government-provided wife.
So now her wedding is being
That's so stupid.
with, and they were wasting the time of our venue, the hotel, and 2 police stations. It's cost me thousands of extra dollars in insurance and potentially closing down the entire building, and my bride is coming up to me and asking me if we're about to be double homicided at her wedding. I'm like,
crazy.
no baby, these people don't leave their mom's basements, but she sees the news. She saw 2 low-level
I mean, you really never know.
staffers at the Israeli embassy get shot and killed.
Yeah, I mean, and you really never know, because what happened after this event? Hassan did his best impression of I'm not touching you. What did he do after this? He said, guys, this is definitely not a false flag, but it looks exactly like one, and continuously reinforce that it's definitely not one, but it looks exactly like one. This is called I'm not touching you politics. This is what Hassan does. And the implication is that, like, this is a false flag, and that, like, what happened doesn't really matter. That's the way that he communicates. And so, like, when you have that type of person supporting the type of person, supporting the person that doxed WillyMac, you really don't know what the fuck could potentially happen.
She's worried, so I'm being told by the police that I should go online and see if there's any direct threats. And I see a video made by a guy who hates me, showing all of my information and giving a hypothetical where I'm a valid target because Destiny's a hypocrite.
Stevie said anything involving this bad Empanada guy or anyone that supports him is justifiable ammo. Anything is justified against
Stevie? What?
said anything.
A hypothetical where I'm a valid target because Destiny's a hypocrite.
Stevie said
Who's Stevie? I'm just not understanding who the fuck Stevie is. Oh, Destiny, Stevie. Gotcha. Okay, let me just listen to that now that I got you.
Giving a hypothetical where I'm a valid target because Destiny's a hypocrite.
Stevie said anything involving this bad Empanada guy or anyone that supports him is justifiable ammo. Anything is justified against bad Empanada and anyone that supports him. Let's apply those standards. Why are we saying this about bad Empanada? Well, it appears to be because
I guess this is him showing the full name and full wife's name and their wedding date. Okay.
bad Empanada doxed WillyMac's wife. Would Destiny be saying that those who dox people, those who make calls to violence or allusions to violence, should be fair game, and all of their supporters, all the personalities that back them up, all the chatters that back them up?
This is essentially a
This is why people don't, like, people who matter won't talk to you. Just be clear. Like, I just want to be clear with that, so you're aware of that. It's weird behavior. It's very online behavior to, like, be like, hey, here's a dox of somebody. You guys have weird boundaries. You guys got to get, like, some kind of gainful employment or something. Because nobody who works a real job and like lives in the real world would think that it's acceptable to say what this fucking child just said. But okay.
Destiny snark community. This guy's narrative for the past 6 months is that I'm covering for Destiny despite me making 2 of the most in-depth videos criticizing him. Their evidence behind this is I said Destiny is better at covering the news than Hassan and Vosh, which is somebody who has made videos on all 3 of these people. I think that's objectively true, but I digress. But most importantly, it's that when these 2 do something stupid, I make fun of them back. The truth is, Bad Empanada did not originate my dox. He maliciously spread it everywhere, but my dox originated on a niche forum by this guy's unhinged viewers. So when
Gotcha.
I see this clip, it's obviously a dog whistle to fuck with me. He literally gets a donation that says, I understand what we must do. Wink, wink.
Anything is justifiable against Destiny and the people who support him. No? Is that not the standard? That's
I don't know.
So that's what he's laying out for me here.
Okay.
Now, I have principles. I don't think it's no bad tactics, only bad targets. That's not me.
As he's literally
Cool beans, dog.
showing my docs.
But Destiny is very clearly laying out that those are the standards that he believes in. Those are the standards he wishes to be enforced. Is if you're a doxer, if you call for violence.
So, I don't know, man. I'm fucking too old for this shit, I guess. It's just so weird, man. You just come off as very strange. It's not a good look. You're not like, it's not even that it's not a good look. It's just like, I don't really understand the type of person. Like, how did you become this type of I guess we always talk about, like, or not we, I don't really talk about Destiny because I don't like him anymore. You know, I understand that he's smart politically and, you know, but I can't, he's just morally such a piece of dog shit. I really just can't find my way back to that sphere. But, you know, people talk about, like, the positives. I'm sure there's been people de-radicalized by him and everything. But I don't know. This seems to be an instance of Destiny radicalizing somebody. So, I don't, you know what I mean? It's something to think about, because this kind of, I feel like some of this, at least, not all of it, but some of this community, the anti-Destiny community, it seems to be born from Destiny's community, because like let's not pretend that he's a fucking acts perfectly online. He says some wild ass shit on, he says wild ass shit. He hasn't acted perfectly. And so it's like, we talk about the positives sometimes. Maybe we should focus on the negatives. I think that this is something that kind of got born from Destiny too. It's something to keep in mind. I don't know. Not all of his influence is good. That's why I keep saying he has to clean up his act and act more fucking professionally. Because then he'd be somebody worth engaging with. You know what I mean? And not that he cares, but I mean, like, I'm just saying, for me personally, that's how I feel, and I could imagine other people might feel that way too. But who the fuck am I? I'm like an 85,000 follower YouTuber, so who really cares about what I have to say, I guess. But
Anything is justifiable against UMU supporters.
whoa!
Okay, that's not what I'm saying, Max. Actually, I just explicitly said otherwise. Actually, Max.
He's got a shit-eating grin on his face. He knows what he's doing. This then gets retweeted by his friend JSTLK, who pushed the exact same narratives about me. I'm obviously very unhappy about this. It's affecting my real life. But instead of anyone actually acknowledging this, they do what Bad Empanada did and try to hypocrisy hunt to justify their actions. They're like, why aren't you mad at Destiny? He quote tweeted your docs too.
Who's this guy? Oh, it's Augie.
Why aren't you mad at Destiny himself?
Destiny is defending my already viral docs that's already in the hands of all of the people who hate me.
That's so funny. That like it's funny because like it's I don't know, I wonder, it's just so interesting because these are the type of opportunities or situations that make people get closer to Destiny that maybe wouldn't necessarily want to. Right, like he kind of is like, I'll step in to save the day. I'm defending WillyMac, and I'm sure he likes WillyMac. But you guys are kind of pushing. You guys are kind of pushing people. I mean, really, you're pushing people closer to Destiny. No, you're giving Destiny the opportunity to be like, hey, I'm going to help save the day. And then Destiny followers and other people, or WillyMac followers, are like, oh, you know what? I have a slightly more charitable view of Destiny now. You guys are kind of running defense for Destiny unintentionally.
Acting like context and scale don't matter. It was actually kind of nice to see someone with a big audience who I've criticized in the past stand up for me and say this is wrong. But look at this comment. Willy refuses to acknowledge the obvious, that Destiny is the biggest proponent in spreading his docs. No, it was actually Bad Empanada who did that. Do you know how time works? They hate Destiny so much they're ignoring the very reality we live in. That's what I don't get at all. Is he perfectly fine with his docs being spread around as long as the person who's spreading it is condemning it?
Maybe that was WillyMac's wiener in Destiny's mouth, dude. Who knows?
At this point, my docs is already spread. The toothpaste is out of the bottle. What bothered me most in this moment was the narrative that I deserve it, or that it's part of some greater Destiny justice. If Queeman pulled up my docs...
Isn't it crazy, though? Check this out. Check out the screen right now. Let me get a good still here. Look at this. There's fucking 4 dumb pieces of shit on the screen right now, reacting to people. You know what I mean? It's like we're all fucking crazy. What a weird, internet's weird. Look at this. I'm sitting here, I'm reacting to WillyMac, who's got this guy in here. And I'm pretty sure this is that Hutch guy, and then that's Destiny, right? It's crazy.
If Queeman pulled up my docs and only said Bad Empanada sucks for this, I wouldn't care. It's the dog whistle call to action that's the problem. It's so obvious. Yet I'm seeing respected commentator Augie call me a hypocrite because I said doxing is wrong.
This is from a month ago. Willy says, you should delete this. It's just doxing and a shit thing to do to someone whose worst crime is being annoying on the internet. So you have that situation there. So there is twice replying to JSOC's docs, but then he got...
Well, isn't he saying it's bad? Are we saying that because he replies, it must be... His reply has 5,000 views compared to 104,000. And, like, isn't it, if you, like, repost it, there's a... I don't think replies ever have a chance to be more influential than non-replies. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like he's having a bad impact.
So there is twice replying to JSOC's docs, but then he got upset about fucking his docs being shared.
Yeah, holy shit. It's as if context matters. It's as if me calling out a tweet that already has 100,000 views doesn't add any negative effect. He
how unfortunate, man. Because I remember seeing Augie and talking to him. He was a cool guy. He's a smart guy. I don't want to call him a kid. He's a smart young man. I don't understand why he wants to do that. why is that the community you want to sit in? Like, I feel like he's better than like these weird terminally online communities, no? Like, he could do better than getting that ingrained into the Twitter. I think it's like Twitter. These guys get so Twitter brained. It's fucking crazy. You know, WillyMac probably a little too. It's just how unfortunate. I feel like I don't know. I feel like you're probably better than this, no? I feel like he's better than this. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking stupid. Why did he disappear in the first place? What was going on? He seemed like a fine young man. Yeah, shut up. Don't fucking bully me. Fuck you. I don't know. I don't know.
Clutches and gives this big performance about my quote tweet.
I showed you 2 times. Here he is doing it a 3rd time just a few days ago before I even did this stream. And I actually had to like tell him, I was like, dude, delete this shit, right?
But on this same stream, Augie
did this stream. And I actually had to like tell him, I was like,
the state of YouTube drama is cooked. Doxing is just above the board now. Everyone has their own justification for it, but it's not. It's also not illegal, so generally just cooked and fucking fucked up rabbit hole we've spiraled down. Yeah, it just sounds like WillyMac is pretty adamant against doxing.
Dude, delete this shit, right?
But on the
I feel like stop using Twitter. There's my argument. Stop using Twitter, guys. It's not productive. Well, I mean, like, I use it for clips. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, responding and getting it, it's just not worth it. Because like, I guess I could see the argument of like, even when you speak negatively about a dox, like that could potentially signal boost it or something. Sure, I don't really know exactly how Twitter works, so I can't give you. Like, he has fucking Destiny blocked. What the fuck? So I can't really give you too much about it. But that's my advice. Stop jumping into it. You know.
On the same stream, Augie shows the uncensored link of JSTLK's docs. He also
that's a little silly.
replied under JSTLK's docs on Twitter. So what are we talking about? Are we gonna call Augie a doxer? No, because they don't actually care about this. He's just being performative to justify what's happening to me.
I wonder if this video was a good idea to make from WillyMac. Like, it's what happened to him is ridiculous and completely inappropriate. And like, kudos to you for making money on it too. Like, hey, listen, you know, I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna get a sponsor. I think that's great. But I just wonder if it would have been better to just not even talk about any of this. There's a lot of people in this situation that really seem to want attention, which, and it's like, did you know, yeah, as frustrating as it is to be cold, maybe you would have been better off not even bothering with this, as frustrating as it is, especially right after the moment, and just not giving these people attention, you know, because they all feel good about it, and they're probably not going to be punished by YouTube or anything. So they're all feeling good about it. They're all feeling happy about it. And like, I don't know how productive it is necessarily. That's just me. I'm just saying. I don't know how productive it was to make this video. It kind of feeds people, unfortunately. Feeds the fire.
Augie acts confused throughout this entire segment.
Literally days after he threw a hissy fit. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't really make any sense to me. It's like, what the f are we talking about here? I mean, what are...
Last night, Aiden said Willy loves the fact he got doxxed and he's using his wife as a human shield. Oh, that's crazy. Come on. That's unfortunate.
What argument are we making here? This is just crazy. It makes no sense.
I don't know. I would just kind of move in a direction. I feel like for WillyMac, I feel like it's worth moving in a direction away from these people. Because, like, as of right now, WillyMac's just showing that, like, in general, WillyMac's platform and everything is just showing that he's, from a creator perspective, better than any of the other people that are doing commentary on it, myself included. Let's be fucking real. And so it's like, does it really matter? Did you really need to respond to this? What happened to you was terrible. It never should have happened. But is this something like worth responding to give them the extra ammunition? I guess is my question.
I know why he's confused. It's because he never plays the original clip that made me mad in the first place. He just summarizes as they criticized Destiny, and that's why Willy's mad.
Too bothered by this, but instead he was bothered by some stuff that Queeman and JSTLK were saying. And basically what they were saying was, it's kind of hypocritical for Destiny to get upset at, you know, WillyMac for getting doxxed when he has a history of doxing people and is currently right now calling for their doxes, right?
So he never plays the context and then acts like the reason I'm mad is because they called Destiny a hypocrite. Nothing about my wedding or my bride. How is that possible unless you're being bad faith? I'm not even sure if Augie knows what a dog whistle is. He's like, unless Queeman pulls up Willy's...
Somebody made fun of me the other day in the comments. They were like, Papa got to learn what a dog whistling is, and he wouldn't stop saying it. I've always known what it... It's so funny because I've always known what a dog whistle is. But I remember I used to think it's super cringe to say too, and now I have been using it more. It's like, oh, is this a dog whistle? Like, it's something that not everybody, I guess, would like understand. Like, when like, for instance, if somebody, let's say, kills 2 Jewish people at a museum, and you come on and you're like, hey guys, this is definitely not what is it? What did he say? What did Hassan say? This was definitely not like a false flag situation, which is what he's saying. And a false flag is when, like, basically when Hassan says that, it's not a false flag means it's okay. I'm being fucking stupid as shit. Holy fuck. Let me be better at communicating here. So a good instance is Hassan. When those 2 Jewish people were shot at the museum, Hassan would come on and say, hey guys, this is definitely not a false flag, but everything looks just like one, right? So that would be a dog whistle. He's obviously saying it's a false flag. And a false flag means that he thinks that Israel killed those 2 people so they could play victim, which is ridiculous and untrue. But that's the insinuation there. And so he'll say it's definitely not a false flag, because he wants to stay above board on the YouTube guidelines. But this looks just like one. It's a dog whistle. That's what it. Yeah, lock in. True. I'm like an idiot moron. So I say it more now. I probably cringe, but
He's doxed and then says, I love doxing Willy. It's all fine.
It wasn't even really a point against WillyMac. It was mainly a point against Destiny. I don't think at any point Queen was like, yeah, and he got doxed, and I love that. You know?
I don't understand.
I don't think he ever said that, right?
Bro, if you're this stupid, make life better for everybody and just quit. Destiny has recently doxed JSTLK and Queeman. His motivation behind this is that everyone they associate with him ends up getting doxed and harassed, so he's doing it back to them. The victims I know are Destiny's girlfriend, Dan Saltman and his family.
That's why I'd rather just stay out of that sphere, though. Like, that's, again, terrible what's happening to him. But again, there's an energy that Destiny is very, very popular. He's created his own community. He's very influential. And so I question how much of that doxing against him is an energy that he created in his community. You know what I mean? Like, it's so convoluted. I don't know for sure. But like, how much of it is like this energy that he's had over the course of like, what, a decade or so? How long has Destiny been out? Like 10, 15 years? Is that too much? Am I stupid? I don't know. I am definitely stupid. And so it's like, I would stay out of that shit. That's fucking crazy. That's another reason to stay out of that. That shit's so fucking crazy and toxic.
Me and my wife, Hutch and his family. Augie pulls up Destiny's employees saying she was swatted.
I was also swatted.
Damn.
Now, why would she be saying that she was also swatted?
I guess because she was swatted.
In a reply to this clip.
I don't know.
Is she saying that JSTLK and Queeman had some part in her getting swatted?
Maybe. I don't know.
Or that their communities had some part in this?
Yes, obviously, but it's all just a coincidence to Augie. Augie pulls up another example of a Destiny viewer saying they're getting threatening letters sent to their house, and Destiny's like, I don't believe them.
Augie apparently said this.
But even if that happened, it's still not that community's fault.
A couple months ago, because I'm a fan of Destiny in the JSTLK server, someone in his community sent a letter to my home. I've moved since then. Thanks for telling us, by the way. To my house saying I defend Destiny.
Weird comment.
Because I want to rape my wife and my patients.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm going to put an X to doubt on that one. And even if it
I mean, maybe it didn't happen. It's just somebody saying something, so it may not have happened.
It happened, right? Who's responsible for that?
What about the guy dog whistling that I'm a valid target and getting a dono saying they understand his orders?
Anything is justifiable against Destiny and the people
we understand your orders.
For him.
I don't think creators are responsible for everyone.
Dude, come on. Why do you gotta put me on the fucking screen?
One of their unhinged viewers.
That's just not appropriate. I just don't understand why you gotta call me out like that. Give me a break, dude. All right. Hey, by the way, I'm the first. What does he say?
First generational hire at Blizzard. I did not get hired because of nepotism. I got hired because I do a really good job at my work. You know what I mean?
By the way, since I decided that we're talking about Pirate Software here, because that's his dad, apparently, like the inspiration. Okay, I just want to be very clear here. People are very upset. People are very upset under my last Pirate Software video. And I just want to vent about this, because I'm a sussy baka from Among Us. That's a pretty good reference. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the popular hit video game Among Us. But I made this video the other day, and I want to explain it. It's right here. Pirate Software's ex-roommate ruins her career. Talk about petty drama. And it didn't do well, of course. And that is what it is. It's life. But people were very upset with me in this video because my tone of this... Pirate Software is a annoying Nepo baby that can never take criticism. And he's basically a lol cow, and it's very funny. Okay? But it's very, in my opinion, beyond the line to have his fucking ex-roommate / work partner in there to bitch about shit we already knew. Oh, he was my roommate and he was dirty. Okay, and then so he moved out. All right, cool. Oh, he was lazy at work. She also admits she's lazy. Oh, okay. Oh, I think what was the other one? There's more. Oh, he's toxic at League of Legends. Okay, and then she's a Twitch streamer now. And it's like, I could see what's happening here. You're trying to plug your Twitch stream in some capacity by doing that. It's just weird. It's too much. It goes from like, hey, we're having fun, lol cowing this guy, to like, we're getting a little too personal. And people are just like, why don't you like this? It's drama. I don't like that type of drama. I like it when it's fun. We're just bullying. Oh, we're not bullying. We're criticizing, okay? Valid criticisms. But it's like, it's weird when he gets so personal. You know what I mean? Like, he's not that bad. He's just a dumb piece of shit, and he sucks at video games, and he's a lying asshole fuck, and he's a joke. But we don't have to fucking go after, like, go to his former roommate. What are we gonna do? Talk to his ex-wife or something next? I don't even know if he has one of those. That seems strange. So it's just like, to me, like, that's my firm boundary, bro. I'm sorry I didn't dogpile him, but I watched that video, and I decided to still post it because I do be posting for monies.
But it is not normal for a community this small to have so much doxing coming out of it. I've made videos on community.
Seems like that would be. What the fuck? What happened to this person anyway? What happened to them? What the fuck?
Nazis, misogynist.
Tipster, what's going on with Keffels?
Feminists, scammers, and traffickers. People with millions of followers, yet this tiny little community is where all this doxing takes place, and it's just out of their hands. Dude, they're obviously feeding into it, but Augie knows nothing. He can't even recite me goofing on them accurately. JSTLK has criticized Destiny for creating a metaphorical rape machine, partially because he had sex with...
Hey, look! It's an old video. I guess this guy's a Papa Gut fan. How old is this video? It says new. How old is it? I don't even make those types of thumbnails anymore. Wow. Hey, listen, I got fans all over the world, baby. We got fans all over the world, baby.
JSTLK has criticized Destiny for creating a metaphorical rape machine, partially because he had sex with BPD girls. Then when these girls call him out for being abusive, everyone thinks they're just crazy. JSTLK then had...
I mean, that is valid criticism. I don't know if I would say rape machine thing. That's fucking crazy, but it seems like Destiny is attracted to women that are fucking crazy. And I don't think he's going after women that are crazy. I think that only crazy women will date. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, for whatever reason, it's, for me, it's like social workers, like teachers are very attracted to me. Thick girls, you know, basically women that would date a Jamaican guy. Thick white women that are like social workers. You know, I don't go after them. So, but I think that that's like the result. It's like, oh, crazy women are attracted to Destiny because Destiny's fucking crazy. And then it's easy to point and go like, hey, they're crazy when something goes wrong. So, oh, Tips, you're actually in here. What the fuck? Let's go. Oh, she left the internet. She doesn't create anymore. Really? I thought she was coming back and making horror stuff for OnlyFans or something. What the fuck?
sex with the same BPD girl.
Everything
He's fucking right there. I was joking. I didn't think you were actually in here.
Destiny's saying here is true. Actually, it's not true. Actually,
it's not true, dude. I knew
everything Destiny's saying here is complete bullshit.
It's all bullshit. And to think this was the same guy who sent the last year saying having sex with mentally ill abuser. Oh, doesn't he fuck that? Did he fuck that Sherry girl? Is that what's being happening? Sherry states pretty explicitly that she spent every day with JSTLK and been in love with him for a year now, but I doubt he will get any clarifying statements. LOL. My life is humiliating and worthless. This person I've been in love with and spent every day with for the past year was divorcing my husband and ruining my life to be with. Just took my last reason to live. That's terrible. That's not funny. Sorry. That's terrible. My existence is literally just for others to enjoy fucking me, and I'm done. Damn. So sad, girly pop. So sad, girly pop.
Destiny says, and to think that this was the same guy, JSTLK Jew Stalker, who spent the last year saying having sex with mentally ill people equals rape. Crazy, huh? No, you f***ing retard.
Whoa!
That was never the argument.
Guys, stop.
that you have sex with mentally ill people, that means you're raping them by default. The argument is that you don't give a fuck about their consent because you'll share their images, videos of them doing all kinds of sexual stuff. You'll share that with anyone.
No, Og.
A little valid. It's a little valid what he's saying.
JSTLK actually specifically said it's not about sharing images.
I think
Oh, well then that's not valid, I guess.
that the main talking point is that Destiny distributes people's nudes. And, like, it's like a weird
I think that's not the main talking point. I think one of the a massive talking point here is the infinite rape machine, okay? How does the infinite rape machine work? It's a massive talking point. Which you'd know if you're a part of if you watch the Sunday video, it's not just about nudes, bro. It's about a system that let this happen for so long.
And what does Sunday say?
A system that lets this happen for so long. Well, I guess JSTLK's argument is that he doesn't have the system set up, I guess. I don't know.
Part of the machine is Destiny targeting mentally ill women.
And the victims
Whoa! This guy makes me not horny.
are also selected, either for mental illness, allowing them to be easily construed as hysterical or deceptive when they complain about their treatment.
So when it leaks that JSTLK is having a secret relationship with the same BPD girl and she crashes out on him multiple times, it's funny. I'm giving him shit.
I guess not. I mean, it's not like a one-to-one necessarily. Again, I don't think Destiny's intentionally going after like women with some kind of fucking mental problems, but it does seem to be happening. It seems to be like what he's attracted to. JSTLK just seems to have fucked one woman and be kind of shitty, I guess, based on her. I don't really know. I don't know. This whole thing is so gay. No, it's not gay. It's not gay, dude. Okay, that's a pejorative. Stop saying that. This whole thing is just so like convoluted to me. It's like, holy fuck, are we really doing this? It's just, what are we doing? The hell are we doing? We got better things to do, you know? Not to be a dick. You're fucking married, Willie. Like, hang out with your wife. Enjoy yourself. You know, keep making your content. Stay away from these people. It's not really worth it. It seems like it's fucking crazy community and you don't want to get community locked into this. I don't know. That's my advice. That's just my advice, you know?
Shit, I'm allowed to talk shit back to these people. I talked to Augie about this same exact thing a month ago and told him if he wanted to find it, he could just watch the ending to my second Destiny video. But he didn't watch it. He'd rather make stuff up. Bro, you're sitting at a computer right now. Feel free to use it. Augie ends this hour-long segment on me, summarizing that the only reason I'd be mad is because I'm stupid or because Destiny controls me, feeding into the narrative that got me doxxed in the first place.
It's hard to like logically understand why he's posting this shit. I mean, the two options is literally just he's like brain dead retarded right now.
Hey, stop it.
Or he's controlled opposition.
Really? That's all you could think of?
That's crazy. We're getting a little true crimey here. You guys got to stop watching true crime. You know, maybe he just likes them. I don't know.
Well, let me give you a third option. Our wedding is having to prepare for fake bomb threats, and my bride is worried about us and our family getting shot. Augie never once brings this up as a possibility for why I'm frustrated. It doesn't cross his mind. Seriously, if
that's sad stuff, man. That's sad stuff. I would have hoped that he would have at least done that.
That's the extent of your analysis, you need to quit. In my last conversation with Augie, he told me a story about how he quit drama for a year because a guy named Salvo was doxing and harassing him and his family. So
damn. For real? That's fucked up.
Where is that same sympathy when it's happening to me?
Yeah, I think that guy made fun of my wife, so I just stopped talking to him. And then, I don't know, some weird shit happened. It was fucking, you know. That's why sometimes it's better to just stay away. Because I think he ended up getting, like, canceled or something. I really don't remember the specifics. But, like, a lot of these people, they just kind of... They put an energy out there, man. I'm not trying to be all fucking superstitious or something, but they put an energy. It's like the same energy as like fucking 15-year-old non-binary people. You know, they just put an energy. I'm just kidding. I more have meant like people on TikTok who do a cancel culture. I'm being silly. Sorry, I don't want to be offensive. It's just like the same energy as people who are like super like lefty cancel culture people. They put an energy out there and then they get hit back with that that energy because they harvest an audience. So they accrue an audience that engages like that, and then they get blasted in the butthole. They get blasted in the butthole over some dumb bullshit because that's the energy that they carry. And I feel like, you know, for some of these people, unfortunately, I think that they carry themselves in a certain way that's not going to necessarily aid to their growth as content creators. So I feel like it's like kind of better off to just stay away. I don't know. How Augie did contests that point. Okay, fair enough. Maybe it's not true. I don't really know. I mean, maybe it's not true. I don't know. I mean, I trust Willie, but maybe that's why Willie said it, because he knows we all trust him, so he can say like one little lie every once in a while. But I don't know.
me and my wife. He shares the same empathy meter with
I do remember when I was still hanging out with them that he did disconnect because that guy was making fun of, like, talking about his mom a lot. He likes to talk about women. It's very strange. Talking about his mom a lot. Augie's mom. And so Augie's like, this is fucking weird, you know what I mean? So, and unfortunately in like that community at that time, it was cringe to just stop talking to somebody and set boundaries because they're disrespectful to your family. So he couldn't even just be like, all right, like, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. It's like weird that some of the ways that they interact in some of these communities is very strange. Like if you set a firm boundary of like, hey, I don't want to talk about this, especially with my family, they're like, oh yeah, well you're fucking cringe. It's like, well, that's weird. Like that's a little strange. And just to be clear, I'm not trying to downplay the negatives that the negative ways I've interacted before. I'm not fucking squeaky clean. Like I'm not sitting here saying like I'm perfect one-to-one, always been amazing. I'm a fucking idiot and I've made my own mistakes. So just to be clear, I'm just saying like it's very interesting.
with Ian.
You know, my empathy meter's only maybe like a quarter of the way filled up.
How filled up is your wife? If BBC, dude, boom. Nah, she doesn't like black guys. She's racist.
Reassuring news I got was when my wedding planner told me that she talked to the venue and they told her that the riffraff doesn't bother them because they've done celebrity weddings and that they're in a Jewish neighborhood, so they're used to getting calls like this.
That's fucking crazy, actually.
In one sense, very reassuring because it means our venue wasn't spooked, and in another sense, very depressing because it means people are just calling and harassing this place because they're in a Jewish neighborhood.
That's pretty fucked up.
I don't know what should happen when it comes to Destiny or a snark community doxing.
Definitely think, Papa Gut.
Because they're in a Jewish neighborhood. I don't know what
earbuds, dude. That looks terrible. You're gonna give yourself a weird haircut.
Should happen when it comes to Destiny or a snark community doxing each other and others. But what I do know is Bad Empanada needs to be banned. He nonstop slanders people, doxes people, and harasses them. He recently swatted Kraut by falsely reporting him to the Austrian police for hacking his alt Twitter accounts. I don't think—
What the fuck? Yeah, we managed to get an archive file containing everything Bad Empanada tweeted with 15 of his 22 suspended accounts. You don't need to know how. It's just going to take a while and read through it all. Is that a real tweet? Why is it printed out?
they were ever hacked at all.
Basically, he accuses me of hacking. Bad Empanada accuses me of hacking. Specifically, he accuses me of hacking 15 of his banned...
Am I fucking drunk? What the hell? Oh, it's a different language. Sorry.
Twitter accounts.
His evidence of Kraut hacking him comes from a tweet where Kraut says he's archiving his accounts. That's literally it.
This here is the central claim. He claims, I got illegal access to 15 of his 22 temporarily banned X accounts. Well, what did I tweet? I tweet, yeah, we managed to get archive files containing everything Bad Empanada tweeted with 15 of his 22 suspended accounts. Well, how did we get this? We went to Wayback Machine and typed in his accounts.
So why? I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, just why? Why care that? I don't know. Why care that much? It just seems weird.
Obvious.
I guess because the guy's a fucking weird freak, but like, not the guy doing it, but
it's not you hacking him. He's saying that tweet is evidence that he was hacked.
Yes.
Bad Empanada actually just uploaded a video on why he thinks his police report was justified, and in it, he just reads his complaint.
So is he just like making content out of like going after people unjustifiably? I guess. Pro strat.
This is probably the most serious thing that he did, in that he publicly implied that he had hacked my social media accounts and obtained private information about me that is otherwise inaccessible.
I'm giving you a chance. It'll take a few weeks before the project on you is done. You can still walk away if you apologize to every person you doxed and harassed. Is that an implication that he did that? I don't think so, but I guess the courts will tell. I don't know.
From doing so, and that he was going to go through it and share it.
Hey, no neck. He's talking about the public tweets you posted. Oh yeah, this tweet where Kraut
I think he knows that.
says he's going to screenshot the unhinged stuff I say. Yeah, that's evidence he's going to hack me. Please believe me, audience. Like, how stupid are his viewers?
An archive file containing everything Bad Empanada tweeted with 15 of his 22 suspended accounts. Now, you can't really get an archive file of someone else's Twitter. The only way you can get the Twitter archive file is by having access to the account. So that's very suspicious, isn't it?
Or you could just go to your public Twitter page and screenshot all your tweets. He's so desperate to sound like a victim here when he's the one who falsely swatted Kraut.
He didn't want me to think that he had engaged in potentially criminal activity. Why did he make a public post implying that he was engaging in that activity?
I don't know. Why'd you print it out? That's the part that's weirder. You printed this looks weird that you printed it out and you took a screenshot of it. That's strange.
Public posts that clearly the Vienna police who investigated the case thought were suspicious enough to warrant an investigation and an interview.
What Bad Empanada is not
Wasting the police's time, baby.
telling you is that the police dismissed his complaint as having zero merit. He's essentially reading his own complaint and then acting like that somehow makes it more legit.
That is kind of funny.
It doesn't. This is only a small portion of how stupid this police report is. In short, the police closed the investigation because it was a massive waste of time. But this still allowed Bad Empanada to get all of Kraut's personal information. When the police closed the investigation, Bad Empanada wrote an email threatening Kraut to stay silent on it.
Hi, Joseph. I did not swat you. You gave me legitimate reason to believe that you were
What the fuck is this voice? Is this AI?
hacking my accounts in an attempt to divulge my private information and posted very public threats against
What the fuck is happening right now?
me. I'm relieved to hear that you apparently denied that you were really engaging in this behavior. I will not apologize for taking basic measures to protect myself, like filing a police report. When you publicly made such statements, I would prefer to not have to talk about this publicly, as you will note that I have refrained from doing up until this point, because I legitimately never did any of the things you claimed I did to
This is some Jonkler shit here, yeah.
you, and I have no wish to embarrass or the divulge any personal info by releasing any of the files I received from the public prosecutor's office on this case.
Or in other words, stay silent or I'm gonna post all of your personal information I got from the police. Kraut
Stay silent or I'm gonna give you a stone cold stunner.
has vented a bit about this, so Bad Empanada has already started lying about the facts. Kraut is currently going around claiming that I swatted him. In reality, I reported him to the Vienna police because he was openly posting on Twitter about he was stalking/doxing me for months. The prosecutor thought the evidence I provided was suspicious enough to warrant an investigation, especially one about him illegally accessing my data. Kraut told me that the Austrian police are obligated to investigate every report, and the investigation came back saying Bad Empanada had little more than circumstantial evidence, that his accusations of violent threats can both in objective and subjective manner not be proven due to there not being any violent threats, that the accusation of libel or slander is not detectable. This video is so embarrassing by him. He is non-stop lying. And from what I've seen, Bad Empanada has no evidence. He's just wasting everybody's time to get a dox. Seriously, how is this guy not banned from everything? There is some...
It sounds like you really want him to get banned, which I agree with. It seems like this is a bad standard to set for YouTube, that these types of creators will exist on the space in conjunction with other people who try to hold themselves to at least slightly higher standards. Not that we hold ourselves to particularly massively high standards, but we don't be doing doxings, all right?
Good
We just do naked yoga.
news though.
Can I do naked yoga reacts though? Right? Am I allowed to do that as long as I'm a yoga expert? What?
Oh, Bad Empanada is apparently on the run.
Crazy question.
I thought it was just a meme when he posted, "Today's stream is delayed as I am fleeing to a different country." But it turns out this might be real, as Ethan is monologuing his next move to track him down. Bad Empanada is on the run. He knows we're closing in.
I saw that guy in Pennsylvania when I went to Shady Maple. When I went to Miller's. What is it? What the fuck are they called? It's like Scottish? Whatever the word is. Amish people. Looks Amish. That's the joke. It's fucking, I killed the joke.
He suspected he had fled back to Australia, but upon further research and verification, he's actually fled to Uruguay. This information is probably shocking for him to hear, as he went to great lengths to obscure his escape from Argentina to Uruguay. Bad Empanada, if you ever decide to return to Australia, will be immediately notified and a torrent of lawsuits will follow. You are easy to get in Australia, which is why you're doing everything to avoid returning. Why am I telling you this? So he looks over his shoulder every day. We are coming and we will win. You can
Coming right over your shoulder, dude.
run from us, but we will catch you and we will ruin you. Have a nice day.
Bad Empanada chimed in. Does it feel good to be hated literally everywhere you go? I mean, first of all, Bad Empanada.
Why is AB engaging with this shit too? Like, why are you guys going back and forth with these people? Why are we doing that? Like, what's happening here? I guess I just really don't understand. Like, why the most of this, you guys respond to most of this shit on Twitter.
You're outcast from society. Like, we live in Los Angeles, California. You are on the run.
I mean, you know you're a piece of shit when even Hassan pulls up Bad Empanada's video of him doxing me, and even he's surprised about what's happening.
Just like how I can tell you that WillyMac's show is William McConville, and he is getting married to Yale. Now, I am not going to give you the full name of the person he's getting married to, but I can tell you she is Israeli, and she was assigned to him by...
Bestest Kib, to be honest. This is drama slob empanada content? Yeah. I don't really fucking give a shit about this.
Like, I appreciate that he stopped watching immediately, but why are we acting like it's just slop? I'd argue it's a bit more
Oh, I thought he would have said something more explicit, like, hey, you shouldn't be doxing people, the guy that I brought on and did an interview with to give you more clout. Maybe a little more of an explicit, don't do that anymore, would have been better, but okay, interesting.
Ill-intended than slop content. Hasan is the guy who thinks the subreddit LSF posting his stream clips quantifies as stalking and harassment.
If I was a smart person, I wouldn't be getting ritualistically humiliated by socially maladjusted freaks that are agoraphobic on a daily basis in a mass harassment campaign.
What the fuck is agoraphobic? I just want to see what it said. We got to learn a new word. Anxiety disorder characterized by fear of situations where escape might be difficult or help unavailable. What? The fuck does that even mean applied to this situation?
And online, but I do that for a living.
But Bad Empanada posting my...
Is it a fear of being outside? Oh, okay, that I understand. Gotcha. Okay, all right, cool, great stuff.
Personal info, it's just drama slop. Then he watches them again a few days later.
Bad Empanada is a good example of this, where I think he's like a crazy person. He is chaotic good, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Please explain.
Like, think about how little little time I spend like shitting on Bad Empanada or whatever. Because like, I think he's coming from. Like, we have different methods. We have different tactics. We have different techniques.
His tactics are
here's your tactics. His tactics are doxing. Are you saying that those Are you saying that his tactics of doxing WillyMac and his wedding are just above board? This is what I'm talking about. This is like the dog whistle we're talking about, where Hasan is justifying Bad Empanada. But the reason he clicked off the Bad Empanada doxing people. But the reason he clicked off the video as he was watching it is because he knew he couldn't attach himself that much to it. So to me, that's a signal of, hey, this behavior is okay. I just have to disconnect myself from it. This is your role, soldier. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Hasan. Yes, please. Crazy. That's good stuff. Great. Hey, thanks, Hasan. Great stuff.
Doxing, false police reports, false CPS reports, slandering people constantly.
But overall, we're working on the same side.
Hasan is literally saying he supports what Bad Empanada is doing. Like, Hasan clearly knows at this point who Bad Empanada really
ultimately, we're working on the same side. So beautiful. What a sentiment.
Is. He literally had a one-on-one conversation with him where Bad Empanada said these people deserve to be harassed, meaning anyone who mildly disagrees with them.
Be mean to them. If they feel bad, if they feel harassed, honestly, great. I don't give a
That's so based. These guys cool as
each and every one of them. We need to be mean to these guys. We need to be assholes. They deserve it.
He knows the guy he's supporting is doing this and purposely promotes him anyway. A week passes and they're talking out about my docs and peddling lies about my wife to discredit valid criticism about them. They're just trying to...
Well, Willie, have you thought of the criticism that maybe it's your wife's fault for just happening to be ethnically Jewish? I mean, that's what Hasan's criticism is going to be. Hey, why were you born that way? I don't like that. That's what his... me, of course, I love Jews. I am Jewish. I have some Jewish blood inside of me. You know, it's a beautiful thing. You know, part Jewish myself. What part am I Jewish? Well, it's my penis. It's huge. My Jewish ancestors were actually black. I don't know if you know that. But anyway, the point is, I don't remember what I was saying, and let's move on.
To assassinate my character.
You're just doing investigative journalism.
True,
they're saying
so
Bad Empanada unearthed that. Is that true?
That's so true, King.
I think Bad Empanada or one of somebody unearthed like
these guys are so weird. This is like the weird, like Hasan is so much part of this community. So much part of this community. It's fucking insane. And he likes to pretend that he's just like this political guy, but he's like such a toxic online little bitch.
The WillyMac's show's getting married to like an IDF lady or something. Which makes sense. He was the guy who did the big expose on like you with the Al Ali bombing, hospital bombing, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait for Hasan to fuck a Jewish girl and get completely canceled for it. Like this is my prediction right now. August. It's August. I had to count that one. August 11th, 2025. My prediction is that within the next 3 years, Hassan will be exposed for having sex with a Israeli Jewish woman, and it will cause his career to be toppled. That will be the last. That'll be the final straw for his career. Is him fucking deep balling an Israeli girl. It's coming, just like Hassan's coming, and an Israeli Jewish girl. It's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna go, wait a minute, that's gross, and you're gonna see, which it's not, but you're gonna see a massive downtick in his viewership, and then that will be that should be the proof that you all need to know that he hates Jewish people, and he's harvested an audience of people who hate Jews so much that would that would cause them to stop watching him.
He's a brilliant political, probably one of the best minds in politics right now.
Truth. So yeah, compromise.
Like, man, I just keep forgetting. You could justify anything as long as you're more pro-Palestine than the other guy. I want to end this video with a story.
Hassan wanted children to die in Gaza. That's why he didn't advocate for Kamala Harris to win. And he even says today that Kamala would have been just the same, even though we know that it's objectively untrue. So Hassan wants children in Gaza to die. We have to understand. We understand this, yeah?
I was at my most overwhelmed figuring out all the new logistics for the wedding. Ethan Klein actually hit me up and offered to organize security for it so everyone could have peace of mind and enjoy the day. He had no reason to do that. I don't know Ethan. I've made videos on him in the past, but he reached out anyway and lent a hand when he had no reason to. What got me was a text he sent me saying
This is an intro I use sometimes, the music. Do I have to link in the description? Sorry.
Got you, bro. Don't worry, your wedding will be perfect. Beautiful. It was. So thank you. Subscribe to the channel and buy a wallet. Shout out to the
That's such a beautiful thing. Ethan does that all the time, actually. He sends people surprises all the time. Sometimes he'll send me unsolicited dick pics. Isn't that beautiful? I love it so much.
Homies over on Patreon. Crimson Glass, River, Christina Vina, Dranko Bex, Necro Valley, The Confusing Opinion, Eddie Bizzle, Tismic Fitz, Christopher H, Sentinel Music, Lucas Sif, ET Automatic, Snoopy Poop Doop 2, Amura Mel
Snoopy Boop Doop too. Shout out to that.
Bay, Rony Boo, Drew is Sharon, Clown Factory,
Hurry up, dude.
Luffy, Shura, Tiffany 2 Trill, and the
Hey, Tiffany to Trill. Yeah, consistent viewer.
Mega Homies, IGP, Your Taxi, Cyber Katie, Lore Reloaded,
Papa Gut. Incredible.